Hello, it's been far too long. I'm so sorry. Big plane, big plane. I'm outside. There's traffic. There's planes. Outside might have been a terrible idea. And you guys are getting me all natural because me and my best friend, we went and did a hike. It's like 6 miles, so nothing terrible, but enough that no makeup is going on this face. I'm sorry. But it's darn near 80 something today. I know, and it's probably gonna snow like at the end of the week because that's Colorado. But so hey, this is what you're getting. Last 6 months, yeah, I have a whole new perspective on people fighting cancer and going through it and going through chemotherapy, because it is not for the weak of heart. That was hard, so hard to see my mom. She's done with chemo now. She's not gonna have to do that ever again. So she got through her chemo. She's had her surgery. She had a partial mastectomy, but they were able to remove all the tumors. She's got her margin back. She's gotten her margins back, and they're amazing. And currently, she's cancer-free. She still has to do radiation in about a month. They're giving her some time after the surgery to kind of like recover, because she had, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate, sketching my bib. But I'm speaking about boobs, my mom's boobs, and the stupid cancer that infiltrated them. But I feel like we're finally in that space where things are gonna get easier, and I'll start having more time, where for a while, you know, I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom of 3 kids, and my mom's a single mom. And I mean, she has kids, they're grown-ups, obviously. I was telling my dad that I look in the mirror now and I'm pretty sure I aged so much in these last 6 months, because being a single mom, already stressful enough. Being a full-time working single mom sucks. And then when your mom, your lifeline, your support gets sick, it gets even harder. So like the people that do it all on your own, like, it is so hard being a parent. While we were going through it, I was pretty sure I just wasn't gonna make it through, because I felt like I was going to lose my mind, just because I was caregiver and a lot got put on my plate, and I wouldn't change it, and I would do it again 100%. It's just a lot. It was just a lot. But now that she's not having to do the chemo, you know, she's not having a million appointments all the time, we can have a little bit of a break. Mom's doing good. She's a fighter. She made it through, and we're just about nearing the end of this journey, hopefully, and she will be in remission. I don't know if she's technically considered in remission now, being that she's cancer-free, but being that she's still gonna be getting the radiation, well, I don't know. I don't work in oncology, okay? I work in cardiology, and that's a different ology. Scratch that pimple right off. Good job, Elise. Good job. wholeheartedly. I totally did not mean to disappear, but, and I know I still film TikToks, and people are probably like, well, she has time to film TikToks, she could film YouTube videos. But like, those TikToks happened randomly. Like, you'd be scrolling and be like, oh, that's a funny trend, let me record that right then and there, and then be done with it 5 seconds later. Like, it didn't take any thought or effort. And not that this does, but like, I have to talk. It's not just somebody to come up with it for me, like TikTok does, you know? I've been trying to prioritize self-care, and self-care for me looks like getting outside in nature and going hiking, and spending a lot more time alone. I'm an introvert. I'm pretty sure I've said this on this book before, but like, I like people, I love people, but I don't need to be surrounded by people all the time. I enjoy my solitude a lot. And then when you're a mom, solitude comes few and far in between, so you gotta take it when you can get it. But besides working, being a mom, and then taking care of my mom, in between I've found a little bit of time to nurture myself. Honestly, the last couple of months have just been survival mode. Straight up, there's no way of putting it. Like, you should see my house. It's like I've managed to keep myself alive, and my kids alive, and keep mom going. But everything else falls apart because one person can only do so much, and it's been excruciatingly tiring and just a lot. but we're nearing the end. The chapter is coming to an end. We're nearing it. We're a couple more pages to go, and we should be done. And I can, like, just be for a little bit. I was starting to feel like, oh, finally I'm starting to see, like, the light, like, starting to see. And then we found out my mom, it was after her surgery, she had, like, some necrosis, and, like, just wasn't healing properly, wasn't healing properly. And then my uncle died, her brother, and like, and my mom, you know, is still and will forever be mourning the loss of my baby brother. I'm sorry, my dog is drinking water. Sometimes, you know, I'm so used to it, I just tune it out, but you guys are probably like, no, not like that, I'm sure. You done? Okay, good. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't even look like myself. I'm like having dissociating right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm dissociating. I know what I'm doing. ADHD problems, am I right? Haven't been medicated because Adderall is like impossible to get a hold of. So I've been doing a bunch of nootropics. I swear to God, I'm smart, guys. It may not seem like it, but I swear I am. I'm good brain. It's kept me alive this long, so you know I really wanted to come on here and tell you guys I love you. I'm sorry. And those of you that have found me on TikTok, hello, I love it. Look at myself too long and start analyzing. I'm like, this eye's kind of not as reactive, and this eye is kind of like, I've had a stroke. Working in medical field sometimes is good and bad because you're like, you know all the signs and symptoms, and sometimes it could just be like a totally, I'm just more squinty today. Medical terms, I'm just more squinty. But in my brain, I'm like, you're having a stroke, Elise. We're not drooping, we're fine. I honestly think it's just been like stress and my like an eye twitch thing, and like now this eye just is like kind of a little more pinch closed because it's been there a lot lately and there's been a lot of stress. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. So much fun stuff. Been in survival mode, but the light is there. I see it at the end of the tunnel. I'm reaching for it. And it's not the light at the end of the tunnel where I'm gonna die. It's like where I'm gonna live. Make that clear now. I'm gonna live. So that's the update. We're coming out of the rough time, or the battle. And we are currently in recovery after the shiitake storm that we just went through and came out alive. So that's my update. My mom, cancer-free, still has to go through some precautions, do radiation for a month, but we're nearing the end. We have done the battle. We have walked off the battlefield, and now we have to nurse some wounds a little bit. Like, we're not completely off the field yet, but we are so close. So close. I think that glass of wine has gotten to me. I don't drink anymore. I know. Well, okay. When I say I don't drink like I used to. Like, I could have a glass of wine daily, and I was like, oh, that's totally fine. And if you do that, that's fine. It's totally fine. It's your prerogative. You do whatever you want, boo-boo. But for me, it was getting to be a little bit much. So I drink maybe like once a month. Holidays, special occasions kind of thing, you know? Like when I'm, yeah. So I feel a little tipsy, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be a cheap date now. Okay, so that's this video. My mom's doing good. I'm doing good. I'm alive. It was just a lot for a while, and we're gonna come out. I wish these people would take care of their dogs. I'm hoping life is going to settle down a little bit, you know, as I say this. I don't know if anybody else's life is that way or this way, or if it's just mine. But it seems to be like one thing after another, and I can really use a nothing for a little bit. Just peaceful summer. Can I have a peaceful summer, please? Like, but yeah, so what kind of videos do you guys want? Like, my mom requests, she likes to watch those mukbang videos. She's like fascinated by it. And for some reason she thinks I would do great at that. I'm like, Mom, the last thing I want to do is shove my face on camera in front of people while I'm talking. I'm not Trisha Paytas. Like, but I do this thing where I take myself on day dates. I take myself on a day date, and usually I go hiking, and then I take myself shopping, and then I stop and get some food from a food truck or something. And yes, I do usually eat it in my car. So mukbang, you want that? You want to see me shove my face with food? Yeah. Or do you just want to hear me vlog and talk? I don't know. I am still actively healing, so I could always talk about that. Self-love, journey, tips, tricks, how I learned to love myself even though I'm a mess. So if I can love myself, you guys can love yourself. Okay? Okay. It was so nice talking to myself, but I know I'm not. I know I'm technically talking to my peeps. So I hope you guys are all doing well and fantastic, and life is good, sending you love and light and good wishes. And guess what? I heart you guys all. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I didn't put my phone in there. I heart you guys all. Bye.